Overcrowded and overheated, some public schools are battling two major problems that impact learning. That's a story that our media partners at Civil Beat are working on. And joining us live over Skype is reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Mahia.
So Civil Beat has this series on overcrowding and overheating at Campbell High School and other public schools. What's causing the problem at Campbell?
We'll give credit to Aaliyah Wong, a reporter who has these stories. Really, it has to do with the fast-growing population out there in the Ewa Kapolei area. Campbell's enrollment has skyrocketed. They have about 2,800 students. Now, that makes it the largest facility in the state for the public schools. Teachers have as many as 40 students per class, and you can imagine that really cuts down on their individual time with those students.
It sure does, and also it's really hot there, so what's more about the problem in terms of just that cinder block oven, right?
Exactly, and that's a direct quote from someone who's out there. You're already out there on the Leeward Coast where things can get pretty warm. You factor in the overcrowding, you factor in the lack of air conditioning. They say teachers and students actually bring portable fans and wet cloths and even a change of clothes to their classrooms.
That just makes it a really sticky situation, literally, just hard to concentrate when it's so hot there. Chad, you've also been continuing your report on public employee misconduct. What are you finding out now?
Well, this is our reporter, Nick Ruby. As you know, we wrote about all the police misconduct. Now we're looking at state employees in general, and it turns out there have been dozens of cases, suspensions and firings over the last couple of years for issues like harassment. But get this, we can't find out more details in some of those cases. Apparently, there's a state law that prohibits officials from actually talking about the cases, and they won't even tell us what the law is. That's the really strange part.
Oh, boy, it's certainly a difficult situation. And finally, Chad, top journalists and First Amendment advocates are urging Hawaii state senators and representatives to vote on a bill for protections for journalists. What's the problem with the bill?
Well, as we've reported, initially this bill was simply going to make permanent the state's SHIELD law. It's described as the best protection for journalists in the nation. Now the bill has been watered down so much that these advocates are saying to lawmakers, just veto the darn thing. It's no good. It's really regressive. It doesn't consider journalism in the 21st century. There's big questions about whether online news services like us, Civil Beat, or even free print media like Honolulu Weekly and Midweek are covered under the new law.
It's interesting how these online media have really paved the way and are running into their own issues. Well, Chad Blair, it's good to see you on this Monday morning.
Thank you. Good to be seen.
Thanks, Chad. And you can find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com.